بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. From my book, I mean your book, my book, this is 45 fifth page. المستحب من أوقات الصلاة. This is letter head. I mean, subtitle you may not have in your book because this book put some subtitles. وَيُسْتَحَبُّ الْإِسْفَارُ. Did everybody find that sentence? Maryam, Fatima, did you find وَيُسْتَحَبُّ الْإِسْفَارُ?
Yeah. 56 bottom line.
Okay. المستحب من أوقات الصلاة. What is mustahab from the related with the times of salah? That is subject. ويستحب الإسفار. ويستحب, it is mustahab, better to do al-isfaru isfar. Isfar at the bottom 3 footnote al-isfaru isfar تأخير delaying صلاة الفجر صلاة الفجر حتى until يظهر comes النور نور ويسفر سفر, delaying fajr to near sunrise time. Sunrise time, but finish before sunrise time. Finish before sunrise time. In a way, if broken, you can get wudu, you can repray. You can pray. The issue is it 1.5 hour time? Is it praying early, near to night, better, or praying Fajr late, as much as late, near to sunrise time, better? Which one is mustahab? Answer is mustahab isfar, delay. Near to sunrise time is mustahab. This is Hanafi. Shafi is just opposite. That is why we fight here. Shafi is, what is this? They tell me. I said, calm down. Mazhab difference. Oh, what mazhab? I follow the Prophet. I said, you don't follow the Prophet because you don't know the Prophet. You don't know Hadith. Then get confused what this guy is talking about. A lady called me. I said, mazhab difference. So I follow the Quran. And Prophet, I said, do you know Quran? I said, I don't think anybody in this world knows Quran fully, without fiqh books, without these books, without hadith, without other books, just hadith book, just Quran. Who could know? Nobody. How can you know? So I made her a little confused. I said, I asked, do you know? You don't know. You follow as principle Quran, but through ulamas, through the books, these books. So book, step. Alhamdulillah, we believe that these books are based on Quran, so we are following Quran, but not directly. So we are all mazhabi. Without mazhab, how can you live? Nobody can live. I mean, we are confused. وَيُسْتَحَبُّ الْإِسْفَارُ. Isfar is mustahab, delaying Fajr prayer to sunrise time, but not sunrise. Sunrise, too bad. Before that, finish. وَيُسْتَحَبُّ is mustahab al-isfaru, praying daytime or when daylight is there, il-Fajr, lil-rijali, for man, for male. Well, ibradu Just let me check on here. Anyhow, let's move. والإبراد, إبراد is مستحب. إبراد comes from برد. برد cold. كونوا بردا مثلا. أبرد وبرد يبرد يبرد. To live برد time, cool time. Is ظهر prayer في الصيف in summer. When you are in summer, just pushing, not praying early because early very hot, so let's cool down time. Delaying a little bit cool down time is better. For which countries? The countries which are hot. But if they are not hot, role of geography on hukum. That is not the case. The hot places. وتعجيله, doing that in a hurry, في الشتاء, شتاء time, شتاء winter. لإلاف قريش إلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف. شتاء winter, صيف is summer. إلا except تعجيله, like doing early. إلا except في يوم day غيم cloud. Cloudy day, you don't rush عجلة in winter. فيؤخر will be تأخير delay. أخر delay will be delayed فيه in شتاء time. شتاء time it will be delayed. وتأخير العصر, delaying asr is mustahab, asr prayer, ma to the point لم تتغير, does not change. غير تتغير الشمس suns. Delaying asr prayer delay, but sun's brightness is still there, but if up to that time which is going to change, you need to pray that time. But if you delay more, sun color changes. What that colors? Becomes reddish. Sunset time reddish. So white, bright. The more delay, better, as long as it is bright. When color changes, you need to rush to pray. Okay. وتعجيله, rushing, doing عجلة, in a hurry, as early as possible. في يوم عصر prayer, في يوم day الغيم, when there is غيم cloud. When there is cloud, Asr must be prayed early. وتعجيل المغرب, praying Maghrib early. Maghrib, let's say 1.5 hour time. Delaying late time or early time? Mustahab. We are considering mustahab time. That is the subject. Mustahab. وتعجيل المغرب, doing early time Maghrib prayer is good. إلا except في يوم غيم day. غيم cloud day. Cloud day, no. Because we may be praying perhaps Asr time or time because we cannot figure out. Okay. فتؤخر فيه فتؤخر, it will be done تأخير. أخر تؤخر فيه. وتأخير تأخير, delaying. العشاء عشاء, delaying عشاء is good. إلى ثلث الليل, to 1/3 of the night. Whole night, let's say 9 hours, up to 3 hours passes. Up to that time, delaying is better. Isha prayer. To pray. وتعجيله, but praying early, في الغيم, if it is cloud time. وتأخير الوتر, delaying witr prayer. Witr prayer is sixth prayer, meaning that is independent prayer from Isha. That is why it's mentioned in separate. وتأخير, delaying الوتر witr, إلى آخر الليل, to the end of the night, near Fajr time. Near Fajr time is mustahab for who? Liman, for that person who yasiqu, trusts, confident. Wasaqa wusiqa, yasiqu yusaqu. Wasaqa, wasiqa, document, trust. Wasaqa, mawsuq, a person trusted, trustworthy person. Yasiqu, will, anybody who trusts will intibai, to wake up. Nabaha, intabaha. Anybody who is trusting himself that he will wake up, delaying is better. Yes. Page number, my page 46. Faslun, chapter. Fil awqati, you don't have that. Fil awqati times, allati, which la tasihu, not valid, as-salatu fiha, as-salatu salah. Times salah is not valid. والتي, which تكره فيها, is makruh. Times when salah is not possible, also times salah is okay but makruh. Very important. These are everyday questions when you are in this profession. Everyday people ask things like that related with this. We need well-trained imams in this country in fiqh, not Hanafi fiqh, Shafi'i, Maliki, Hanafi, and comparative fiqh. Comparative fiqh. We need, of course, very much interfaith subjects, how to deal, how to other subjects. Imams, special imams need to train in America to be successful, Muslims to be successful. Other imams cannot function here, all creating problems. 90% of imams, Jama'ah, have problems. I mean, what? There is reason for that. Not only in Jama'ah, there is problem in imams. Very problem. How? I mean, very bad. ثلاثة أوقات, 3 times. ثلاثة أوقات times. لا يصح, not valid. صح يصح. فيها, in that شيء, anything من الفرائض, فرض. No, there are 3 times no farz prayer is valid. You cannot pray farz prayer. والواجبات, wajib prayers. Farz prayers, wajib prayers, nothing can be prayed in 3 times. التي which لزمت binding لزمة sticking في الذمة on the shoulder responsibility قبل before دخولها entering of time. Before that time entering, the person is responsible to pray. That prayer is not valid. These 3 times, which times are, we will discuss. عند in the presence طلوع rise الشمس sun, sunrise time. Sun began to rise, rising, إلى to, and that ترتفع was high. From sunrise time to sun's going high, the book says like that. But ulama said dagger, spear, small like knife. Dagger, like bayonets, army people, these big something. 2 daggers up, in horizon. The book says, books. But that is, in my country, 45 minutes. From sunrise time, 45 minutes. Of course, now we have these clocks and computerized. Now it's very easy, but in old days it was difficult. So dagger. So until sunrise, from rise time up to 45 minutes, no prayer will come. What that means, what salah means, sajda is jaiz will come. Okay. وعند second, istiwa'iha. When sun is istiwa. Istiwa, balance, severe. What that means, zenith. The book says like that, but the meaning of it, before it goes up, zenith, curve, you see. Sun begins like that, a curve. You are engineers. Curve goes down. High, each day these curves peak changes because each day changes. High, a little bit different, changes. So highest point, that is zenith. That is Khatul Istiwa. Before that, 45 minutes before begins, up to that time, no prayer time. The timing we have is zenith time. In what is that in timetable? So time. That is the zenith time. So before that, we don't show no prayer time on table. You need to calculate no prayer time. We don't show. Nobody show. I never saw in my life any table. Somebody could arrange, that is possible. You engineers could do it in computer. You can manage 45 minutes, 45 minutes, something. And colored and alhamdulillah, you did. We social studies, we Islamists cannot do anything like that.
I saw in one masjid back in home that they blow a red light after Fajr, prayer is done. Oh. Red light in the, so don't pray like that. Red light shows.
Very interesting. Very innovative, interesting. That is bid'ah.
This book will give you the
not sunnah. How did they manage? How did they dare? Okay. وعند إلى until أن تزول زوال. Zawal goes away, coming down. Okay, this is second time. When the time isfirar, yellowish, becomes yellow. Isfarra, safara, isfarra, ihmarra. If'alla babu if'alla. Isfarra, usfirra, yasfarra, isfarra. Isfirar, become yellowish. I mean reddish or yellowish, what is, of course, yellow is. Ila'an and tagruba, sets. After sunset time, sun becomes yellowish. Reddish or yellowish comes. When that begins, sunset time. That is also 45 minutes in my country. But in Saudi Arabia, maybe 20 minutes or something, that is possible. وَيَصِحُ. Now, what prayer? Ada'u. Fulfilling, praying, ma that wajaba, wajib, became wajib fiha in that, ma'al kanahati, with karahah. I mean, it is possible to pray here this time, any prayer which becomes wajib that time, not before. Before is haram, not valid, mentioned before. I mean, you need to pray Zuhr before yesterday's Zuhr. You cannot pray today when sun is rising or something, okay? Or you did not pray Fajr, sunrise time you want to pray, you cannot pray that 45 minutes. Anything which became farz before that time. But if this haram time came, that time became wajib. What becomes wajib? Janazah. Somebody died, somebody washed, needs to be prayed. I mean, not necessary immediately, but now it is wajib. It is necessary to pray. Somebody needs to pray, okay? That prayer is okay, ma'al karahati, with karahah. Makruh, but if you pray, well, like janazatin, janazah. Hadarat, prepare. Somebody brought before Zuhr, karahah time, you lead the prayer, it is makruh, but did I pray janazah namaz? Yes. Is it acceptable? Yes. But makruh. Not makruh. وَسَجْدَةِ آيَةٍ. Sajda, ayat. Tuliyat, recited. Sajdatul tilawah. Kema. So Sajdatul tilawah recited that time. Maghrib time you were reading, near Zuhr time you were reading Quran, Sajdatul tilawah. Better to do later, but if you did your job, but it is makruh. Kama, like, as if, as, sahha is sahih, asr prayer, al-yawmi of that day, عند الغروب, sunset time, مع الكراهة, with makruh. If you did not pray asr before, sun, there is 5 minutes, 10 minutes to Maghrib time, sun is reddish and everything, you need to pray asr. Farz. But makruh? Yes, makruh, why you did delay. But still, what you prayed is acceptable.
What is the reason behind it?
First, reason is not mentioned to my knowledge in anywhere. But the books ulama says, not mentioned in the Quran and Hadith, ulama says that this is the times other religions worship. Sun beginning, sun worshippers, moon worshippers, and these worshippers. That is correct. You see people sunrise time, meditation, looking like that in the park. I saw parks, later on I asked, what are you doing? It's marvelous, he said. Marvelous sun. Don't you see sun is setting? This is blessing and things like that. I said, and it was like worship. Sun, rise time, sun. Noon time, sun, rise time, sunset time, worshippers. Sun, according to the Quran, Belqis time, people were worshipping sun.
In India also they worship. Sun is rise.
Yes. So, you know, in Islam, anything worshipping, we stay away. Food, worship, pujari, something, not eating. You cannot eat that one. You can eat any other food, but that no. Worship, think no. Worship is different than dua. Like namaz, they worship. That type of worship. We stay away. Pictures, statues, worship, we stay away. We are not against picture or against anything. But because it is worshipped in the history, we don't want to compromise our prayers. We are sensitive. Today I lectured in SMU. I said, excuse me, I cannot compromise in my religion. I cannot say your belief in Jesus Christ is stronger than mine. No, I said, mine is stronger, yours. I believe in Jesus Christ more, stronger. Trust more than yours. And more than anybody in the world. But yours. Why? Because I cannot trade. I cannot make less value what I have, faith, than yours. I cannot do that. In Islam, belief is not belittleable. You cannot less important or something. Or yours may be stronger or something. No, mine is stronger. Mine is stronger. Belief cannot be divisible, cannot be cuttable, cannot be. Anyhow, let's go. Well, now we finished haram time. Well, awqatu salasatu, 3 times yukrahu. In these 3 times yukrahu is makruh fiha. In that, and nafilatu, nafila prayers also are makruh. So farz prayers we cannot pray. Nafil prayers we cannot do. Karahat tahrimin. Karahat tahrimiyya. Near to haram makruh. Near to haram. But valid, but near to haram makruh. Whenever even kana was is laha for that nafil prayer, sababun, there is a reason to be that time. I mean, Kalmanzuri like vowed, taken oath, nazar. If somebody says, I will pray namaz 10 minutes before Zuhr time, like haram time. So, I connected my promise, nazar, to that time. Not before, that time. So, I need to do that time. So it is okay, I can do, but karaha mahru, tahrimiyya. Of course, this nazar, I believe, you know. You don't know nazar. You know nazar. You know nazar. What is nazar? Nun, zal, re. This we will come in somewhere perhaps in the book. This nazar means you promise in your heart, sometimes conditional, if I get well, if I this and you do nazar. I will pray this namaz. 4 rak'ah, no. Or slaughter animal, give to somebody else. Or go to Hajj, or fast. Conditional, non-conditional. Time connected, it is very diverse. If this happens, if this happens. Or just for the sake of Allah. Okay? That is nasr. You may say, wallahi, you may say like swear by the name of Allah, or without swearing, without taking oath. It is very wide subject. What you are supposed to do that. If this conditional took place, you were successful, you got well, you need to do slaughtering, you need to do that fasting. So that is what you need to do that. This is nazir. This is called, you are obliging yourself, promising in the presence of Allah that you will do that, worship that thing. It is very strong, this concept. Now, anybody who says, for example, I intend to fast like 15 days something, for example, I am advising you, you do too like that. You say, this is not necessary behind, after saying, no, my intention is to pray optional prayer, or to fast, or to go to Hajj, but I am not doing necessary. Why? Because if I cannot do, I am still questionable, because I may not do later on. I may forget or something. It is better but if you say nazr, then it becomes binding. You are making that farz level, you see. This is a very different concept. It is a big, detailed subject.
Yes. Inshallah, then it's also acceptable, right? But inshallah will fast, then it doesn't become
less correct. Yes.
You are giving out the idea about this nazar in a very clear manner. But in Indo-Pakistan, this nazar thing got so much towards the wrong direction. Like if I will do nazar, if my son will get well or something like that, I'll go to Data Darbar and do the qawwali. That type is happening in Pakistan and India. Yes. Too much.
No. Of course, this nazar must be Islamically farz level type, not something like sin or thing. If you say, for example, if I get well, I will beat up this guy. You are supposed not to beat up that guy, because that is sin. But for that, you need to be punished, kafaret. That is kafaret. If you promise something you didn't do, or promise sin, you must not do that sin, but you kafaret. There is a penalty for that, like paying money, fasting certain days. It is a big subject. Let me just, I want to finish really. Sababul ilm. Rak'atay tawaf. 2 rak'ah of tawaf. When you go to Hajj, 2 rak'ah tawaf needs to be prayed. That is also is prayable that time, these 3 times, but makruh. I think I will conclude here. May Allah bless you, inshallah. Saturday we will meet. Inshallah.